Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, it's every family's worst nightmare. The hunt is on for a person that broke into a girl's bedroom in Bristol. How that family and their neighbors are reacting. Plus, the streets of Hartford filled with rainbow colors and messages of love today. How the capital city came together to show its pride. And as people around the world continue to mourn the passing of England's longest ruling monarch, it's the beginning of a new chapter in the country's history. The official start to King Charles III's rule. The Fox 61 News at 10 starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the News at 10. I'm Carmen Chow. A scary encounter for a Bristol girl this morning after a person broke into the family house and went into her bedroom. Security footage shows a masked suspect on the property. Fox 61's Tony Black spoke with the mother today on what happened and how her daughter is doing and how neighbors are reacting.
It's like anything else, it makes you get a little concerned.
A Saturday morning home invasion in this Bristol neighborhood has sent shockwaves through the streets. Police responded to the Ivy Drive home at around 5 in the morning. Home security cameras captured this masked person on the property. The suspect appears to be wearing a mask from the popular horror video game Five Nights at Freddy's. They entered the home and went into a teen girl's bedroom. She confronted the person and they fled, a situation that has neighbors concerned.
Surprised. Very surprised, but I think everyone is in any neighborhood when you start seeing this stuff.
The girl's mom was still upset and distraught when we spoke to her Saturday and did not want to go on camera. She said she's grateful no one was hurt and is thankful they have cameras to capture the person. Bristol police said in a statement, quote, "We are still actively investigating the incident as we speak and have been since the time it was reported. They can't release additional information at this point to protect the investigation." Bristol police were seen patrolling Ivy Drive Saturday. Neighbors say they were asked for any security footage that may shed some light on the identity of the suspect. Glenn Michelson has lived in the area nearly his whole life.
I do believe this is a great neighborhood. This is just an isolated incident, I hope.
An elementary school is just down the road from the home that was broken into. Robert Kruwitsky has lived on Ivy Drive for nearly 40 years and says they have to be vigilant now.
It's concerning to me because it's, what we consider a safe neighborhood. Obviously, we're standing in front of Ivy Drive School, and it's very concerning, especially if you're telling me that, somebody was home.
Bristol residents say this is a safe and peaceful community. Now, they remain on edge until this masked intruder is caught.
I send my regards and concerns as a almost 40-year neighbor of Ivy Drive.
Bristol police are asking anyone with information on who that suspect may be to give them a call. The mom says her daughter is hanging in there and they're hoping no other family has to go through something like this. In Bristol, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
Such a scary thing to wake up to. Thanks, Tony. New tonight, we are just now hearing of a fire at a home in Manchester. Officials are saying it happened on School Street and involved a two-family home. Crews were able to get the fire under control by 6:30 tonight. Luckily, there are no injuries and the cause is under investigation. And turning now to the weather watch, a beautiful and warm start to the weekend with plenty of sunshine today, but will we see the same for tomorrow? Let's toss it over to meteorologist Ryan Breton. Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Carmen. Hi, everybody. The answer is unfortunately no. Today was the sunnier and warmer day of the weekend. Temperatures making it up into the 80s, but you're probably noticing a little bit of mugginess in the air, and it will probably be moderately humid for the day tomorrow, even though we won't have as much sunshine and it won't be quite as warm. We will have this muggy air mass in place. Clouds starting to spread in tonight, and there are some showers back to our west and south. Most of this will hold off until the end of the day tomorrow, with the highest chance for showers coming through tomorrow night. So for the rest of this night, temperatures dipping down only into the mid-60s at the shoreline, where it is somewhat humid. Inland will have low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. It's a quiet night with clouds starting to increase. Those clouds thicken up tomorrow, then the showers tomorrow night. We've got another round of rain on Tuesday, too. We'll time it all out and talk about it coming up in just a bit. Carmen?
Ryan, thank you. New tonight, a pedestrian was struck by a car in Wallingford yesterday afternoon. It happened on Center Street, just a few feet from the intersection with South Colony Road. Officers responded to the scene after a 911 call to find a woman with noticeable injuries. She was transported to the hospital and is reported to be okay. If you witnessed the crash, Wallingford police is asking you to give them a call. Out of Plymouth, a house fire is displacing multiple residents on North Main Street. Here's a video of the house from this morning. You can see fire crews getting the flames under control. There is still no word yet on how the fire started or how many people were displaced. Now to a Fox 61 follow-up to a story we brought to you last night. A 9-year-old boy is in the hospital with minor injuries after being hit by a car in Hartford. The accident happened at the intersection of New Park Avenue and Hamilton Street. The boy was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Hartford police are handling the investigation. And in West Hartford, a golf tournament all about raising money for kids in need. It took place at the Goodwin Park Golf Course and was organized by the group Friends of Feeney. Their mission is to help children and families after heartbreak and tragedy, a mission that third-grade teacher and founder Eric Feeney says started after one of his own students was having a difficult time.
Unfortunately, sometimes there's heartbreak and tragedy. So 9 years ago, I started this nonprofit for a student that lost their father. And since then, we've helped 25 families and raised over $75,000.
The fundraising event was sponsored by a variety of local businesses, including some larger corporations like Amazon. Friends of Feeney plan on making this tournament an annual event to continue raising money for children and families in need. The 13th annual Hartford Pride Festival filled Trumbull Street with rainbow colors and messages of love today. More than 100 vendors and sponsors lined downtown. One of the organizers says it has continued to grow since starting with just a few dozen vendors when they began. The event used to be held on Pratt Street but needed to find a bigger space because of the growth and demand. More than 6,000 people were expected downtown on Saturday, drawn in by live performances from DJs and famous drag queens. Organizers say the event is to spread the message, love is love.
It's more about educating the community about the resources that we have in our state. I would say from my heart, it's like a enjoyable thing, especially when I'm taking the pictures to post it.
I just think it's fantastic that they can celebrate, for everybody in every way, walk, life, everything. I love it.
Hartford Mayor Luke Broden says the celebration is a great way to end the summer by bringing everyone together as a city that welcomes all.